But it's a lot of shots of Mike's ass like this with way too much headroom.
Pile driver 3.
He's not aware of the camera angles at all. He's just blanketing her.
He's banging her like a 1500s king.
You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah.
Good morning and welcome to episode 1061 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, October 17th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. Today, Mark has a dark roast in your cup of coffee in the big time for you.
Yeah, gonna start your Monday off horribly depressingly.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, that's the news.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah. It's all right. One of our sponsors has a way you can get through the stress. We'll talk about that a little bit. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's very good. Stay tuned for that. Wes has some men on a mission on deck.
That's right. One man is on a very scary mission. The other man doing God's work.
Interesting. Okay. Can't wait to find out. I've got all the latest news on horny politicians in the hole, of course. And Pat's got the biggest loser in the history of the SEC.
It's going to surprise you, but it's going to make a lot of sense when we're all done with it.
Okay.
Is that the Security and Exchange Commission or?
No, I'm talking about the Southeastern Conference. We're talking about football, boys.
Full football. Perfect. Well, that sounds like a perfect fall episode. Don't forget, follow Hard Factor News and Hard Factor Highlights on YouTube. Those channels will take you straight to the top. They're the best channels on YouTube. So
They are the two best channels on YouTube. They're tied for first.
Yep. Many are saying. Good weekend, fellas.
Yeah. Great weekend.
Good. Good. Yeah. Yeah, a lot. LSU won. And Jaden Daniels inspired me to run for the first time because he's such a good running quarterback.
Oh, you're
From
insane.
what?
First time in like 2 years. No, just run from my fat. Run from my fat. Yeah. Run away from myself. Yeah.
I lost another single earbud, making it 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of wireless earbuds where I only have one of them.
That's awesome.
Do you think Cash is like swallowing them?
No, I was with Cash today
What's going on?
at the juice place.
Yeah.
Went to go put it in my pocket. I have a hole in my pocket. So
Shit.
You know, they make them that are. They make them that you can get them attached now. Like you can get some that they're wireless, but they have a string.
I don't want to look like a fucking dweeb. What?
Yeah,
And you're one of those guys. Yeah.
pathetic.
You're
That's
one of the
pathetic.
guys with the fucking neck thing. Yeah.
You
You got
keep
like,
paying hundreds of dollars for earbuds.
Oh, it's worth it to look cool, pal.
I stopped paying $100 a long time ago. I now get. Last time I ordered a 3-pack of knockoff Chinese ones.
Smart.
And it's funny, the manufacturer couldn't get. You know, like when you power your earbud, like Raycon used to be our sponsor. You power on your Raycons and it goes, Raycon. Right. Certain other wireless earbuds will say, your earbuds are powered on. This one, they couldn't get someone who didn't have a Chinese accent.
oh, that happens all the time. Yeah.
to say it.
Baby toys,
So
too.
I'm not going to do it, but they say your earbuds. Wes, would you mind saying your
yeah,
earbuds?
but your
are connected?
earbuds are power on.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly like
They
that.
are 8%.
We've got a keyboard. We've got a keyboard for our daughter.
Exactly.
And when you hit the saxophone sax setting, the same situation. So it says sex. It doesn't say sax.
nice.
It says sex.
Right.
So, yeah.
I mean, like
And for-
your biggest
and for
consumer
piano,
base
it
is
says
going to be
piano.
the United States, but you couldn't find one person who's a native English speaker to do the
No,
voice.
I
I mean,
Well,
that
man.
gives me faith in the technology, though, you know?
Every
Does it?
single earbud
Yeah.
should have Darcel doing the voiceovers.
Oh, for sure.
Can you imagine if Darcel is
Yeah.
just like 80%?
Well, better. I guess I have to masturbate now.
yeah.
Yeah.
we gotta get her-
We're going to
Immediately.
lose a few percents in this masturbation session.
You gotta send her more.
First things first.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. She said 69%. That's that. All right. Well, yeah, it was a great weekend. You guys want to do the coffee? There's a bunch of depressing stuff I have to get to.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Before we do that, let's do a joke before we do all the depressing stuff. Joke of the day. And this one comes from a listener and Heart of Hive member and Patreon member and Discord member, patreon.com/hardfactor to get in the Discord, Monkwiser, who gave us one of his stand-up jokes that he does at stand-up. He said, recently asked a friend from Moscow to explain the situation a bit better for me, and she gave a great answer. I'm from Moscow, Alabama. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I looked it up. That's a real place. So,
But
yeah.
yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah, nice. All right, honorable mentions. Let's get right into it. Bad things come in threes, right? In this coffee, it's more like sixes, but we'll do a three lightning round right now. We'll just do three right now. Here are three quick bad ones to start off your week. Dikembe Mutombo, beloved former NBA player, legend, Hall of Fame inductee in 2015, I believe. The man with the second most block shots in the history of the NBA, which would often come accompanied with the signature finger wag. He is the best.
Not in my house.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the 56-year-old Republic of Congo native is dealing with a brain tumor.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, sorry for Dikembe.
Yeah. So he said to be in good spirits. But
Can anybody do the wag anymore, or have they outlawed it? They should be only Mutombo allowed to do that, the finger wag.
you better be a damn good block.
It's like a retired jersey, like nobody should be able to do that anymore.
I agree.
The big thing about his wag was that he didn't really move his wrist so much. It was all finger, right?
His finger was so massive.
Because a lot of people would do a whole
so
hand
cool.
wave. Yeah.
That guy could stop a dog fight.
with a finger.
Yeah.
From about 6 feet away.
He might impregnate the dog on accident
Yeah, I think
with
so.
that with a finger
You see
like
his
that.
finger popping out of the dog's mouth.
Yeah.
I think so. So yeah, he sure could. So he's here he is. Look at this. This is one I found when I looked up like poster eyes. This is Detlef Shrimp trying to take it to the hole on Mutombo. What the hell
idiot.
was Detlef Shrimp thinking?
He
Maybe
wasn't
stick to threes, Detlef.
He was not thinking.
He's trying to lay it in on Mutombo. Anyways, hopefully he beats the brain tumor and gives it the finger wag. Next one. Let's move on to a bad one. I'm trying to get this video to play, but it looks like it might not. I guess MP4s don't want to work. Is that true? Anyway, second bad one is Emmanuel the emu. Are you familiar with Emmanuel?
Yes. Yeah. He's the naughty emu.
Yeah.
Oh,
Try to
he's
play
the
a
one
video
in the
from-
videos. Right.
It's the girl who's got the
Emmanuel.
TikTok who's on a farm. and
Don't
she
do it,
goes-
Emmanuel. Don't do it, Emmanuel. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a TikTok star. So like his owner, she like is on a farm and she always tries to like farm-splain things on a farm to people. And then Emmanuel pops up on camera and gets right in camera and he like
Right in the
pecks the
face,
camera. And she's always like, don't do it. And he became like super famous. I'll see if I can play this clip. I don't know if it's going to work.
Those and Richard,
working.
those are Rias, and those are actually more similar to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, don't do it. Emmanuel, do not do it. Emmanuel, Emmanuel Todd Lopez. Emmanuel.
Right in the camera.
His name is Emmanuel Todd Lopez.
Yeah.
That brings me great joy.
So the bird was about to peck the camera.
And she said, thank you for listening to me because
You are
he
good
didn't
boy.
peck it this time. And here, we got a couple more short ones.
Come
She's
show
talking
them
about cows.
how big you are. Everybody thinks you and Humpty are the same type of cow. This is Emmanuel, do not do it. Emmanuel, don't do it. Emmanuel,
Emmanuel pops up.
don't do
camera
it.
again.
Classic Emmanuel.
I'm trying to educate people right now,
Come on,
okay?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, don't do it.
And
Emmanuel,
this one,
Emmanuel,
he does it.
I'm trying to tell them thank you.
He's gonna.
Buddy, I'm trying to tell them thank you. Don't do it. Don't.
Oh,
Emmanuel.
No.
Emmanuel.
Oh,
Emmanuel.
There you did it.
Yeah, he knocked it down.
He knocked over the
So
phone.
he does. Emmanuel is just a fucking scoundrel, hilarious.
He's a TikTok
emu.
star.
He is an absolute star. He has contracted bird flu and is probably going to die.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Well, birds, short lifespans on birds. You don't want to get too attached to them.
He's kind of worn off his his shine is a little bit
Sure.
dull because she does it on purpose nowadays.
Sure, yeah.
Like it was fun in the beginning.
It's not,
The
not
gig
like
is up.
The gig
Like
is up.
parrots live a long time. How long do emus live?
A long time.
Got to be
Google it.
60
No
years.
way a long time. They're a
Not-
gigantic bird. Usually the
not
bigger you are,
long.
the
I'd bet at
the
least
harder
30
you fall.
years.
What do you think, Pat? Yeah, I think
25 to 28 years.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Ooh, in captivity? Is that what it says?
Average emu's lifespan, 25
Yeah,
to
because
28.
ostriches live a long
Wild.
time.
I mean, he's not stressed, Pat. He's like a TikTok star. But wild geese that had the avian flu got into Knuckle Bump Farms in South Florida. So this is a Florida man where Emmanuel lives, and wiped out 50 birds on the farm, including 3 other emus over the weekend. Emmanuel and some like one other bird are the sole survivors, but Emmanuel is not in great condition. He has nerve damage in his legs and feet, and he's refusing to eat or drink.
This year's bird flu not only knocked out the turkeys like we talked about, so there's gonna be a turkey shortage. There's an Emmanuel shortage because he's probably gonna succumb to bird flu. This season's migration, like you said, the geese coming down from Canada, it happened in Reno too when they came through. Like basically, there's a real bad bird flu, and the migration is just spreading it everywhere. So birds are just fucking dropping like flies, basically.
That's number 2. Let's get to the
like
third
birds.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, like birds, like dead birds, Pat.
Birds is bird flu. Think about that.
Bird flus for the birds. Last one. This is an actual death. The death of Eclipse the dog. R.I.P. Eclipse. Eclipse was infamous in Seattle because she learned to ride the bus on her own. She like knew what stops to get off on, and she just chilled with everyone on the bus.
Love this dog.
Yeah, Eclipse was a super sweet, world-famous bus-riding dog, a true Seattle icon. The owner said on Friday, October 14th, they said, "You brought joy and happiness to everyone. You showed us all that good dogs belong on the bus, and you're dead. R.I.P."
Don't tell me she got hit by the bus.
No, no.
She got stabbed by someone on the
No,
bus.
she got hit by cancer.
That's
died.
bad. Either way.
So her first trip, I guess, started when her owner, Young, took too long to finish a cigarette by his Queen Anne apartment, and they were going to the dog park, and she knew this, so she just got on the bus without him and went and got off on the right stop, and he took a bus behind her and followed the bus and saw her get off on the dog park stop, and he's like, "Eclipse, you son of a gun!" And then Eclipse would just do that on her own for from then on. She would just go
I can be
to the
extra
park,
lazy. Yeah.
chill with dogs, and then come
Never
back home.
leave my house.
Yeah. Yeah. And so she died. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
And that's today's cup of coffee. No, I'm just kidding. I got a few more horrible things to discuss.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go out to eat at the popular Jasper's restaurant in Largo, Maryland. Ever heard of it?
Oh, lovely Largo, yeah.
Never.
Okay. Jasper serves American-style food. Some would say maybe comfort food, like burgers, wings, mac and cheese, crab cakes, chicken tenders, the whole nine, right? The problem with Jasper's menu is that there are so many tasty items. It's hard to select which one you want. You could have buyer's remorse because there's so many good options, right? You didn't get something delicious that you could have got. That's the problem. The other problem with Jasper's is that when people die in the restaurant, they don't shut down. They keep serving food and pretending like it's business as usual. Like this weekend when a woman died of a heart attack in the women's room at Jasper's, and for 3 hours, they waited on the coroner to show up and just put a "Do not use the women's room" sign. Please use the men's room.
What? Really?
Yeah.
So they didn't kick people out of the restaurant there?
No.
Okay, if you're eating your meal, I could see, like, because you don't want to tell anybody, but you need to not let new customers in.
Right.
Well,
they did for
why?
3 hours. Because there's a dead person in the restaurant.
Yeah, it's like,
So I mean, it's kind of quarantined to the bathroom. Bad stuff happens in that bathroom.
Yeah, she didn't
anyway.
blow up.
It wasn't in the kitchen.
You kind of just, you're respectfully to the family that was there and stuff. Let's see how the customers of Jasper's took it. EDS says a woman dies in the restaurant and they kept 1 star. A woman dies in the restaurant and they kept serving customers during the 3-hour wait for the funeral home to retrieve her body. If they don't have enough sense to close and allow the family some decency, I can no longer patronize them. So she's out.
Was she in there when the body was in there though?
I don't know. Al Ace
She wasn't from the
staying
review.
open while a customer lay dead in your restroom was a greedy move. I think you just lost a lot of customers and will be going out of business soon.
He's
Very
from Georgia.
Despicable. Yeah, he wasn't there. Someone from LA says they know why. They were all about the money. They should have closed the restaurant, period. Did they seat people with the disclaimer, the coroner is coming, so you'll have to use the men's room? Imagine if it was your family member. Philip, worst decision of your life, ? And you'll see who Philip is after this one. This is from a different time that says, 1 star, this place sucks. This is like a couple months ago. The servers don't check up on you. Their customer service is ass in general. Please teach your waiters common courtesy at least. And Philip, the business owner, responds, Christopher, we sincerely apologize for the service, blah, 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 blah. And Philip responded to every single message up until the death messages.
Yeah.
So, okay, first of all, this person from LA, fuck off. If Philip really wanted to get into the cash business, he wouldn't be in the restaurant business. That's numero uno. 2, was the family part of the coroner procession that came to pick the dead body up? No, absolutely not. The coroner came to pick the body up. The family wasn't present, unless they were present. Unless I'm missing something.
I'm sure they were present. Pat.
Yeah, they were probably there.
You think she went there by herself?
Could have been.
Jasper's alone.
No
Do
one
you
goes to
every
Jasper's
time
alone.
you eat, are you with your
Family
family?
event. No, yeah. Every time I go to Jasper's, I'm with at least one other person.
Yeah. Is it how often you eat with a family member?
Unless she's an alcoholic sneaking drinks.
I don't ever go to like a place like Jasper's or Cheddar's or anything like that by myself. That's insane. And if you don't think that is too far, then maybe when you go to their website and they put up a disclaimer that says we knew our prices were to die for, but this is ridiculous. Is that over the line?
That's
over the line.
Did they put that up?
No, they didn't do that. They just put up
That would have been.
They put up a pop-up saying, "Hey, someone died at a restaurant. We're so sorry for their family. Please respect the family." It's like you can't now. If you go to Jasper's, you can't order anything without reading about the dead person. So now they're like, just
do they have to close down for like 2? What is this? Did the Queen die there? Aren't
No,
they allowed
I
to do
think because
business?
of the
die.
People don't want
fumes,
to eat
right?
food when
They
someone's
don't want to
dead
be
next door.
breathing in
Right,
the
but that's
dead
up to
body
them.
fumes while
Well, they
eat.
weren't given the choice, Pat. They
That
kept
was
it
in the
quiet.
shitter, man.
They kept it quiet. They didn't tell the people at the
They
restaurant.
knew what was going on.
I'm not with this disrespect for the family.
People knew in
angle.
fucking 5 minutes that there was someone dead in the shitter, bro.
Wow.
It wasn't a secret in Jasper's.
Okay.
No one walked out of Jasper's and be like, I can't believe they let me finish my meal, not knowing there was someone dead in the bathroom. No one. Everyone knew. They made a
You
choice.
think they knew? I think everybody in the
it's
restaurant.
America,
I,
man.
I wouldn't want to eat at a restaurant that has a dead person in the crapper.
And that's your choice to leave, Mark.
What if you
Well,
were
I've been
mid sandwich though? What if you were mid sandwich when the announcement
Right.
came over the loudspeaker?
Well, then you
If I've
should be
been
mad at
waiting
the
for
lady
my
that
crab
fucking
cake.
died.
My crab cake is 20 minutes late. I'm waiting.
I might ask.
You're
what she had-
waiting. That's
what she
your
had.
choice, Wes.
I might ask what she had to eat because it was probably delicious.
You guys are so
RIP.
the idea that the restaurant wronged some customers, right, by allowing them to dine at the restaurant without them knowing that there was a dead body in the restaurant
Dead body fumes
is silly.
Yeah,
The dead body fumes.
I don't think
It's where
silly.
people take shits, Will.
No, I don't
But
think
true.
it's silly.
That's not a dead body. That's
No,
not a
a lot of
decomposing
people don't think it's silly. You think it's silly.
Smelled some shits, William.
You think it's silly.
Been in
Okay.
some bathrooms.
What else do we have today?
It's a part of the decomposing body. I mean, R.I.P. But yeah, I don't know about the disrespect angle. It's middle.
You gotta
I think someone died in the bathroom.
Potentially shut down the kitchen. Potentially
my
shut
crab
down the kitchen.
Shut the restaurant. No, we better close immediately. You know
The
protocol.
night, yes, you dum dum. That's insane. Someone died. Okay, what else do we have in this fucked up coffee? Eclipse the dog died. No, we covered that already.
What if they died at? What if she died at lunch? Do you close the restaurant down
New
for the
sex-
whole day?
No, man.
Yes.
Oh, like for
Can't have dinner now?
service?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to do an investigation too to make sure it was the mashed potatoes that killed her. It's like when someone dies on the road, they shut the roads down for like 3 hours.
No one dies immediately.
No, they don't.
Because there was
They
poison.
do. The cops shut down roads for like 2 hours when there's a fatality on the roads. You can't.
they don't have to
Jasper's
examine
does
the
not
If
shut
they're
down.
splattered all over the road, yeah. But if someone just
No.
keels over in a
They have to
road,
investigate what happened. You guys are insane. You want to eat at a restaurant with dead people? What's wrong with you two?
Jasper's is not cheap.
guys are nuts.
Tosses on the toilet. I
Those
would
are nuts.
assume.
Give them a refund. Get them out of there. All right, here we go. New sex teacher, 31-year-old Ashely Rison of Ohio.
Say Ashley.
Something's rising, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's a bad girl.
Oh wow.
Look at her. She's a bad girl.
Where'd she
had
get
a
her
little cold
degree?
If
sore on
she's dead in Jasper's, I'm sticking around.
She's got her teacher degree at Arizona State.
Oh, yeah. She made it from Arizona State back to Ohio, where she was a teacher's assistant and softball coach. Not anymore, though, because she just pled guilty to having sex with a student. And here's the kicker. She specifically asked the student not to tell anyone they were banging. She even begged him not to tell, but he did anyways.
Is it a he?
Snitch.
It is a he. There's some back and forth because she was a softball coach, but I'm reading in articles that it's a he. And she fucked him 8 times in the back of her car. 17-year-old boy ended up telling people that he boned Miss Rison 8 times in the back of her car in 2021. Because as you could see, Miss Rison's a bad girl. And the second that kid got out of her car, he shouted that he banged her like Ron Burgundy and Anchorman, even though Veronica Corningstone told him not to. Because look, guys sometimes can't help it when they get excited. He was like, "I'm banging the hot teacher."
Hottest teacher in school. You tell everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told everyone.
Yeah.
But he was 17, so she's going to go to jail for like 5 years, it looks like.
I feel like
17?
age of consent, man. That's got to be 17 in Ohio.
There's something about like the teacher authority.
Right.
It's like
The job
if it's your
aspect probably
current
makes it
student,
very
you can't
illegal.
do it.
16 in Ohio is the age of consent.
Oh,
But you
that's
can't
But yeah,
fuck
so
your
it must be that other
a
law.
lot of creepy dudes in Ohio. Pat's on one. He wants the students to be able to bang the teachers, and he wants to eat next to dead people. And that takes us
No,
to
I want to find law.
Cream of the crop!
Pat's just on a libertarian kick today. It
Pat's
sounds like
insane today.
he's all about freedom.
I'm with Pat today too.
Pat's nutty today.
Want things to be a little bit more better defined, you know?
Okay. Yeah. What? The students can't bang teachers? Just use the men's room.
Was the
Yeah,
car
high
on
school
the school
senior.
premises?
A high school senior in his last semester.
No, he was 17, so he was probably a junior.
Oh yeah,
He's definitely.
No, I was 17 in my last semester.
You're like
That's
the
true,
youngest
you were
kid
young.
in school.
You were young.
You were the youngest kid in school. Everyone else was.
be
Someone
that.
called me
That's
Boy Wonder.
Yeah. Guarantee this kid was a junior at 17. And today's cream of the crop is that billions of snow crabs have disappeared around the waters near Alaska.
This is a weird one. Why is that? They're just
I don't
gone,
know.
huh? It's like the bird flu.
Alaskan crab fishing season's canceled this year, and scientists don't know what the fuck is going on. They went from 8 billion crabs to 1 billion in the past couple of years, and now less than a billion. And it's not from overfishing, they say. That didn't help, but it's not.
Who says that? The fisherman?
The scientists, I think. The wives of the fishermen.
You gotta look at a long tract here in terms of years, right? Like has this ever happened before? It's totally
No,
unprecedented.
it's never, ever,
Never happened.
ever happened. The Alaska Board of Fisheries and North Pacific Fishery Management Council announced that the snow crab harvest is canceled this year for the first time ever.
This is not
How long have
good
they
for
been
the-
doing it?
For like hundreds of years. For people have been fishing Alaskan waters for centuries. This is the first time there's no crabs in the waters.
Crime just
so you
went
can't
way
eat
up.
crab this year, and that's the cup of coffee today.
Well, you can eat. There's plenty of blue crabs as we covered, but no snow crabs. No,
snow
you can't have
crabs.
snow crab legs
Isn't
That
there a
makes
blue
sense.
crab
off the table.
surplus?
Yeah, they moved to like Europe.
There's blue
right?
crab. Tons of
They
blue
like-
crabs.
they like
There's blue
have-
crabs everywhere.
Yeah, they're like in the Mediterranean now.
Well, those are
They're in
different blue
Africa,
crabs.
They're everywhere. Blue crabs everywhere.
God, but blue crabs take fucking forever. Not worth it.
Oh, they're the best food in the world.
They take for fucking ever to get the meat out. Got to go snow crab.
They are harder to
crabber.
peel than like a Dungeness, but whew, that's tasty.
They are.
That's one crab I wouldn't eat with a dead person around me. It's very messy. Germs. And that's today's cup of coffee, which was brought to you by Next Evo Naturals.
Yes.
If you've ever wondered whether your CBD was working, that means it probably wasn't, right?
Right. It's because it wasn't Next Evo.
I got them too. Next Evo Naturals developed Smart Sorb technology, clinically proven to help your body absorb CBD 4 times faster than regular CBD oil, because oil just doesn't mix with your water-based body, right? It works faster, this stuff. When you feel stress coming on, they have like these 2 awesome products. One's for stress right here. One's for sleep, better sleep.
The gummies, both of the gummies
exactly,
are so
the
good.
gummies. When you feel stress coming on, you won't waste time wondering, is it working? Like if you're doing a coffee and every single story is horrifically bad, you pop a couple of these bad boys and it's no big deal.
Melt
It's
away.
no big deal. That's what I did today. Anyways, Smart Sorb technology improves CBD's ability to get absorbed, getting in your system in as little as 10 minutes. So it was pretty smooth sailing for me once I popped them. Most CBD oils found in tinctures, gummies, and capsules achieves between 2% and 10% absorption, which means more than 90% of what you think you're getting is actually wasted. That sucks. Next Evo Naturals is scientifically formulated to deliver more CBD in a way your body can actually use it fast, proven 29 times better absorption in the first 30 minutes. Whoa. Yeah.
The stress gummy is so good. I can't describe how good it is. Like it's the best CBD gummy I've ever had.
I've been using them daily since we got them. Since we popped
Seriously,
them.
I've tried a shitload too. Yeah.
The sleep one last night, because I've just been getting shit sleep. Pop one of those. Slept for 10 hours straight. I'd shit you not. I shit you
So
not.
good. So good. They're both, the gummies are incredible. Yeah. It's
So help fight stress
Game changer.
or help fight, not getting to sleep with Next Evo Naturals, Evo Naturals stress CBD, the one I'm talking about in particular, complex with ashwagandha, which is that's the stuff in it that's proven to reduce stress by 70%.
I think you just say it faster.
Ashwagandha.
Yeah,
Say it like
you nailed it. You nailed it.
Yeah,
What an ingredient.
ashwagandha is a powerful, and CBD are a powerful combination. They're going to get that stress down. 8 times more powerful than regular ashwagandha, and they're 100% U.S. hemp-derived smart sorb CBD with 4 times better absorption than standard CBD. Get to the root of stress with the Stress CBD Complex from Next Evo Naturals for up to 25% off subscription orders of $40 or more. Use promo code HARDFACTOR at nextevo.com. That's nextevo.com. Promo code HARDFACTOR.
I'll pop one of these boys here.
Yeah.
Oh, you won't regret it, buddy.
They're great.
If they'd handed out these at the Jaspers, then everyone's fine. If everyone got 2 stress gummies,
That would have solved
then
it
it's
all.
fine.
Yeah.
It tastes really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like gummy bears. Guys, ever wish you could bring the whole family together no matter where they are, even if they've never been together before?
All the time.
Yeah, maybe eat at Jasper's, apparently.
Yeah.
Be the Jaspers. I found out I had like 11 new relatives on 23andMe this weekend, and I'd like to get them all together one time, but maybe I can't. Maybe I can with paintyourlife.com. Maybe everyone sends me a picture of themselves. I have an artist paint that photo. Now, all these people I've never even met are all together, right? That's how it works. Now that the pandemic has been declared over, it's time to get out and start making memories again. And we have a great way to celebrate these special moments by having our favorite memories turned into art with paintyourlife.com. When I heard about paintyourlife.com, I thought, idea of the century. But I figured it must be expensive. Nope. I was shocked when I found out that for less than a full tank of gas or one of Biden's Thanksgiving turkeys, I could get a professional painting that my mom is going to love. Get a professional hand-painted
You see we're
portrait.
paying for turkeys these days? Thanks, Joe Biden.
What happened to the crabs?
Thanks, Joe Biden.
Bird flu.
Yeah, the I did that stickers are coming back big.
This is a Biden turkey.
Weston is 11 relatives
I can't believe you
digging
did
on
20
Biden
minutes.
all Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be huge. There's a Biden meme in the Paint Your Life painting, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so get a professional hand-painted portrait created from any photo at a truly affordable price, or combine photos of people, like I said, or places you love into one painting. Choose from a team of world-class artists and work with them until they get every detail perfect. They're not going to send you the picture, the painting, until you absolutely love it. User-friendly platform makes it easy to order a custom-made hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes. And with Christmas coming up, great time to get in there now. Make sure you get it in time for Christmas. It is the best Christmas present you will ever give to anyone in your entire life. I got my girlfriend a picture of her dog after he passed, and my God, nothing I hate more than when a woman cries in front of me. I usually only make it worse, but tears of joy are different, and those tearful joys were flowing.
Then
What a
she
day!
gagged.
Don't
She
do
was
that.
crying. Then she gagged, if you know what I mean.
What a day it was. At paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now is a limited time offer. Get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping, which is basically just, it's another turkey.
Easily.
To get this special offer, text the word FACTOR to 87204. That's FACTOR to 87204. Text FACTOR to 87204. Paint your life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Message and data rates apply. Terms apply. Available at paintyourlife.com/terms. Again, text FACTOR to 87204. Right, guys.
Today's sponsors are big time sponsors of the show. So
Yeah, I mean, and both fantastic. And
been with them for a long time.
if you want to guarantee to as the cool kids say, win Christmas, you will win Christmas with paintyourlife.com.
That's right.
No, it's true.
It's true.
It's a
All
win.
right. It's a win. This segment is called Men on a Mission. It involves men on self-imposed missions late at night. Okay. First up, huge update in a story that we've been covering out of Stockton, California, and Milwaukee police might want to pay attention. This is how it's done. They have arrested
Dahmer.
They have arrested the suspected serial killer in the string of 7 shootings that left 6 people dead and another injured. And here is the announcement and news clip from Stockton Police Chief Stanley McFadden, who should probably run for governor of California now. Here's the news clip.
Terror in our community has come to an end.
The Stockton chief of police and city leaders announced the arrest of this man, 43-year-old Wesley Brownlee, who lives in Stockton. They believe he is the one responsible for killing 5 people in Stockton, 1 in Oakland, and injuring another.
Surveillance team followed this person while he was driving.
Here's the chief.
We watched his patterns. and determined early this morning he was on a mission to kill. He was out hunting.
Police say officers followed Brownlee from his home around 2 this morning and stopped him in his car at the intersection of Winslow Way and Village Green Drive, marked here with the yellow box. It was near an apartment complex they believe he was looking for victims. They also recovered this handgun in his car and are running tests to see if it was used in all 7 shootings. The chief says they've been speaking with the victims' families throughout the investigation and gave them the news.
I can't go into our conversations, but our talks were very emotional. They want us to bring this person to justice.
So there you go. They got.
Was that just a really? Was that a shittily mixed local news clip where they were
talked over him?
She's talking over him, or
I don't know if that was my mistake at the end, but yeah, I think it was just a shittily clip.
Also,
one.
He's the man, but did you catch twice? He can't do his S's and T's at all. It's almost like, I don't know if it's a lisp or what, but he can't.
He's not. Yeah, he's not.
Sessions like he
public
he
speaking isn't his forte.
No.
It doesn't look like.
He didn't ever want to be in front of a camera.
He's a serial killer of the English language.
Right, but nabbing serial killers is also his forte. So,
but let's focus on the task at hand. There's a new serial killer that's busted.
Yep. Absolutely. We've been covering him, and yeah, they got him. So, great name, bad guy.
His Pat, yeah, he kind of went on his tear while you were out. He was finding, like they said, finding people in the parking lots late at night
and shooting them in their heads behind.
One woman,
yeah.
The woman survived actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was always people by themselves. It was like definitely not like a group of people leaving from Jasper's. Right. It was like,
yeah.
So he wasn't targeting entire families. Well, I mean, not. I mean, like I'm a little biased because I am one, but but I'm also I'm a fair first kind of guy, and it's about time that a serial killer is targeting just men. You know what I mean? Because I feel like ladies get the
Dahmer did.
Yeah, but if it was straight men, you could say that because gay men have been getting targeted forever by most serial killers. Yeah. Gacy,
most.
Gacy, Dahmer, most of the big ones.
No, there's lots.
Big ones.
There's also lots of one-offs, like where they use Grinder. Remember that guy used Grinder?
Gay men get targeted. Yeah, he ate the guy. He cut off his balls. Gay men get targeted all the time.
He was delicious, like my grandfather used to say.
Right, it's exactly like Wes's grandfather.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they got him.
They got him. So it was largely due to members of the public sending in tips. Police, they had a reward that grew to $125,000. When they arrested him, he was wearing a dark clothing, had a mask around his neck, was carrying this gun, which will certainly match up to the other ballistics. So
Very guilty.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Stockton sucks, man.
Well,
I mean, really, nothing good comes out of Stockton.
It's right next to Oakland.
Brothers.
Not great.
The Diaz brothers.
They've had some problems financially. That Stockton. Unfortunately, guys, under a new
chief.
Yeah.
She's saying I wouldn't buy Stockton.
No.
But unfortunately, guys, under a new, very controversial law that California lawmakers passed and Governor Newsom signed into law just this past month called Prop 187, under that law, serial killers are not able to be charged if they kill less than 9 people. So lucky timing for Brownlee, who has been released, and they have no idea where he is at the moment. So that's
what the hell are you talking about, Wes?
It was a joke.
It was a California joke.
Against
it's almost believable though.
I know, right? I think I had you guys. I think I had Will for a second.
I was thinking about it for a second. And I was like, no.
I didn't hear it, so you couldn't got me. Because I was looking up is the Metal Militia from Stockton. Remember the Metal Militia that in the X Games?
No, just kidding. That prop lost by 1 vote in the Senate, so he's still in jail.
We're going to California this year, bud. We're going to San Francisco this year.
Wes. I mean, you got to go to a Pirates game.
Yeah. So again, they got him. Great name, not a great guy. We hope this gives some closure to the victims and makes everyone in Stockton sleep easier tonight. Great job by the Stockton Police and Chief McFadden. Well done.
Yeah, right. And that's Niners country, Wes. So those are your people.
Yeah. That's Oakland. That's more Raiders country, I think.
Well, they're in Vegas now.
Oh, that's right.
Wes, how's your early November looking, Wes?
You're gonna take them to SF?
Probably full of weddings.
It's probably gonna be chilly.
Well, you know,
they have weird weather though.
We'll link up.
I keep stacking these credit card points because I got the Delta credit card, and where you're looking at paying your credit card bill, and you're like, fuck, and you're like, do I have enough cash to cover this? Or you could pay with miles. I refuse to pay with miles because I'm like, no, those are mine. Let me
Right.
struggle financially to pay this
Yeah.
bill. So I got these miles. I got to spend them.
Take Wes to San Fran. Now, now the people of Stockton.
Take Wes out there.
Now the people of Stockton can go back to just worrying about their stepfathers.
Right. Yeah. Normal crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Right on the mill.
Daily fear in the house. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Don't go to
Stockton strikes me as a place. Now, I've never been there. I've never been to Stockton, but it strikes me as a place. As Pat, you have been there. Confirm or deny? Maybe lots of tweakers there. Lots of
In
lots of
San Francisco?
in Stockton.
Oh, dude, Stockton. I was there for literally one evening, and everyone was like, "Play the show and get the fuck out of Stockton." And they were like, "We're very happy you came to Stockton, but get out."
Seems like maybe meth country is what I'm getting.
Oh, big time. I mean, it's just a rough place, bro.
Yeah. Moving on to another man on a mission who terrorizes people in his community late at night. This time, Fort Worth, Texas, where a man people have dubbed Edward ScissorHands is terrorizing a neighborhood as he walks his dog off leash late at night. And what he is doing will shock you. Here is that local news clip.
New at 10 o'clock, it kind of sounds like the plot of a Netflix series. Sneaking around late at night, trimming trees without permission in a North Texas neighborhood. Now, some Fort Worth homeowners not only baffled, but they are upset with the man that
Impressed.
they're calling Edward ScissorHands. Our Aaron Jones explaining.
Can you get that side, please?
When Jerry Balkenbush discovered this pile of tree branches in his front yard last weekend,
I've talked to my wife, Emily. I was like, hey, we had a storm last night. And she was like, oh, no, that's Edward ScissorHands. And so I was like, what?
People, the neighborhood was talking about it, and it seems like
guy
he was
picked the
just
worst
hitting
shirt ever
Is it
going
Jerry?
certain
on.
streets.
several of their neighbors
looks like it
seeing
might be
this
Jerry.
man on their home surveillance videos, normally out around 3 a.m.
He starts trimming the tree and admiring his work and kind of stepping back. We really just want him to stop doing this.
They say now these incidents are becoming more frequent. Overnight, about a dozen
ramping
trees
it up.
targeted on 3 different streets. You can see the cuts.
So sometimes he'll just take a little bit,
too.
but then in
Yeah.
other people's
Yeah, he is.
trees, they'll take
You know what they say,
massive,
better branches than arms.
gaps.
Can't
and we're
stand
all
a low
liable
limb.
for those trees per our HOA. So something happens to the tree, everybody's paying hundreds of dollars per tree to replace them.
he's got
So
OCD.
I think
Yeah.
that's part of it, and then another part of it is it's someone else's property. But we also don't want anybody to get hurt either.
They say there's been multiple police reports filed.
And there are
nothing
some
reasons
investigators
for him to
working on
stop.
it, from what we
This guy
understand.
is
Now
on
they're
video. He's a
hoping
big
someone
boy.
recognizes him.
Yeah.
In Fort
This is so annoying. I would be so pissed if I had to clean up his fucking clippings the next day. Oh,
It's the
man,
feel
I don't
good
know.
story of the year, man. I love this
awesome.
story so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's harmless. Yeah.
It's so harmless. And I think
I'd
Pat
be
kind of
pissed cleaning up the clippings, but
Pat kind of touched on it. The real stars of this clip are not only the man that's doing this neighborhood a great service, but also the local news who zeroed in on some of the key residents.
the man is doing a service
Like-
for himself. He's insane. He's sitting inside his house, freaking out at all the trees that he can't handle how they look all day. And he waits
I
for
think
the
he's an
neighbor-
artist, Will.
He's
And he
I
goes
think
and trims people's trees against their
he's the
wishes.
best. He's the
Will thinks he's OCD, which is possible.
I think he's OCD for sure.
I think he's an artist. I think he needs to create.
An OCD artist.
No,
Yes.
he's
creating
OCD artist.
from his
He needs to
OCD.
He needs to create a clean environment with his eyesight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's definitely like lighting a
Create
smoke.
symmetry.
Well, he's trimming too. Did you
Hey, he
see
was
that?
smoking. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like it's stress relief.
Well, yeah, he has all the time in the world, Pat. He can.
I think he was vaping. Yeah. I think he was hitting the weed.
Oh yeah,
Um,
weed could be weed.
He's in no rush. He has to do the job correctly.
Yeah. Well, it's also
I'm gonna
straight. He can let
hit
his
my
dog off the leash late at night. It's great. It's a great time for whoever this
How
is.
come these cowards don't confront him? Because he's obviously.
That's what
out
I'm
there.
saying. If I was dealing with his trimmings, I would just try to wait one night and fucking find him, and then just go out there and be like, "Hey, cut the other people's trees."
Yeah. Well,
So,
yeah.
It's just like
But they did zero in on some great characters like the Balkenbushes, Jerry and Emily.
I think it is Jerry.
No, it's not Jerry. That guy had long hair. Jerry is clinging to the last of his hair.
Right.
Jerry's also about 305.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy looked pretty big. That guy. It was dark outside. He was wearing a dark shirt. He could have been
He's big,
easily
too.
275, 300. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. But he was more fit than Jerry, who are future
Yeah.
residents of Margaritaville.
They were both chubby. They were both Texans.
Dude, who do you think? Do you think Jerry and his girl fell in love because of their taste for terrible shirts?
colorful shirts. No, I think they
I mean,
love to
I know I
party.
said terrible, Wes.
I don't know. No, but the clip where they're telling them to pick up the tiny pile of tree scraps. This one's
hilarious.
left by Edward says, "Get that side, please." Tiniest little thing. Also, Danny and Ashely Thaman. Danny just wants him to stop doing it, so Ashely calms the fuck down. And Ashely kind of wants him to keep doing it, so she has something to stay worked up about and criticize Danny's manhood, which is very fragile because this guy is cutting Daniel's trees in the middle of the night.
Yeah, if you'd cut it earlier, like I said, then you wouldn't have to worry about this guy.
You don't trim another man's trees.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you explain the bullshit reason they're giving with the HOA?
Oh, I will.
Liable?
I'll get into it later. Yeah, so, Danny should be protecting Ashely at night, and he's just letting this guy cut the trees. Here's that clip.
Stop doing this.
Just want him to stop. Just want him to stop so Ashely calms the fuck down. And Danny has been dealing with Ashley's unhinged neurosis regarding her fears of not only the HOA that is clearly ripping these people off with the cost of trees, but also probably the fact she can't stop talking about upgrading her wedding ring again this year, and the fact that Kathy and Bruce have upgraded Kathy's band twice now, and they've been married 5 years longer than they have. Don't you love me?
So this is a
Bruce.
cookie cutter, brand new, pretty nice Texas neighborhood. So
Oh, it's Plano. It's the worst place in America, one of by far, in terms of it being just suburbs.
Well, a lot of Texas looks like this, honestly, dude. A lot of Austin, a lot of Dallas, and a lot of Houston looks like this.
I mean,
it's like, yeah.
I've got 5 to 6 worst characters in my neighborhood. If this is their biggest problem, it's not that bad.
Right.
Yeah, but if you go out of town a little bit, there's neighborhoods just like this where people are freaking out about.
It's not that bad. He's trimming your outdoor trees that are like on the sidewalk. It's not like he's going in your backyard and trimming trees. It's on the sidewalk line. He's trimming up people's trees.
Right.
I'll tell you what it is.
If you have a problem with it, just wait up for him and tell him.
Right.
Do you want to know what it is? Do you know the man who loses his license because of DUI and then rides a mountain bike around your town?
Yeah.
The same man that has no concept of not riding his mountain bike on the sidewalk, right? He's just doing everything wrong when it comes to cycling. That's this guy. This guy has been taking tree branches to the face because he won't get off the sidewalk as a grown DUI'd man on a mountain bike.
I thought you were going to say he got fired from his tree trimming jobs and he's bad.
Oh, no, man, no.
Because he was drunk on the job. Yeah.
He messes with meth. He's an alcoholic. He has a mountain bike. That's where you start with your criminal profile.
Yeah, and some type of like mental issue where he has to trim the trees. Like,
if they want to find him, they'll find him. He's out 6 nights a week for hours on end trimming everyone's trees.
He lives in that neighborhood.
He's not hard to find.
Right.
One of the
Within biking
garages.
distance.
He lives in one of the garages.
Yeah.
Within mountain biking distance.
Yeah. But I did. I put together a little montage of poor Danny and what he's dealing with there at home with Ashely. Here's Ashely talking. Obviously she's got a lot to say. Here's Danny looking down at his life. Just
Danny hates
very upset. Here's Danny clenching his teeth, trying to hold it together. Here he is, very sad. Here he is trying to keep calm. Here's Danny seeing if the reporter knows how unhappy he is.
Yes.
And here's Danny thinking about walking into the ocean. So
Danny wishes that this guy would just shoot him or his wife.
Yeah.
Wish you'd trim my neck off.
Trim my neck.
A couple comments though that
he sometimes he just goes out there at night.
Yeah.
Stands next
dressed
to
like a tree.
Yeah, dressed like a tree. All brown.
I've got a low branch you can take.
Just do it. Just do it.
My
This guy
aorta.
says one comment before we move on. This guy says some people that'll let the tree overgrow, and then in the rainy season they crack in half from being neglected. So if you don't trim the branches, the wind will take those branches and can easily topple over the tree. So this guy
That's
just
the
wants
guy. Go put that back up. That's the guy who's doing it.
JDM.
JDM is the guy who's trimming everyone's trees.
Maybe
It's very possible.
Maybe. Yeah. A lot of people are saying he's helping. A lot of people says he works for the HOA. Maybe he works for the tree company. But that's that. Sorry, no one's husband in the neighborhood can, seems manly enough to know what to do with a tree, and this guy has to step up and do it for him. But that's what's happening.
No, those trees were
lawns too.
No. As somebody who prunes his own trees, those trees were vastly over trimmed. The guy's a psycho. As Pat said, he's on drugs over trimming trees. That's what he does. And they were like, he trims them at different lengths. In fact, the trimming was not the correct technique. He cuts not at the joints of the branches
Say
all the
that to
time.
his
He cuts
face,
at the end of the
Will.
branch. Oh, I would. I'd wait up for him, like I said.
Yeah, you say that his technique isn't flawless.
We know you
fuck
would,
it.
Will.
Like, dude, this is sloppy anyways. You suck at this. Get the fuck out of my house.
He's got to be quiet when he does it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And it's at night. It's hard to see.
Yeah, he can't use proper tools.
Yeah.
That's the problem. No, he's just a fucking idiot.
I knew Will would hate that one.
The dog's distracting him.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's get to it. Lots of horny politician news going around right now. They are very hot and bothered over there during what's like, campaign seasons, like being in heat for politicians, right? Like they get horny. And so first up, a story submitted by billions of listeners late last week. Manhattan Congressional candidate Mike Itkis. Here's his website. He's a normal looking guy, right, guys?
Wow.
What does he look like?
He looks like he's a mortician. I mean,
Who's the guy from the Kingsman? He looks like the guy who's like the guy from the Kingsman that's bald.
he kind of looks like Ben Kingsley. a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of, but there's a different guy I'm thinking of.
A thumb version of the Kingsman guy,
Yeah, a little bit pudgier. Like let himself go. Like Mark Strong. Let me get a picture of Mark Strong up. He looks exactly like a really out of shape.
Yeah, fat, thumb-shaped Mark Strong. And in his photograph, he has his top button unbuttoned, his tie loosened. He's running as a liberal independent candidate, and he's for everything ultra to the left. It looks like
This is famous actor Mark Strong.
Right. He's a fat version of Mark Strong.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, dead ringer.
Dead ringer.
He wishes he looked more like Mark Strong.
It's identical. He gave up. It's Mark.
If he lost like 100
Mark
pounds, he
Strong
looked like
on
Mark
a 2-year
Strong.
bender. Yeah.
All right, so that's Mike Itkis, guys. He's running as a liberal independent. To the left of incumbent Gerald Nadler. Now, you guys know this. That's a man who's been in office for nearly 10 years and wears his pants at his nipple line, okay?
Look at that Fred Mertz pant-wearing motherfucker.
That's Gerald Nadler, okay?
He looks like an egg.
He's humpy, yeah.
He looks like you dressed an egg.
Yeah, it kind of does look like that.
I love how he wears his pants at his nips. It's amazing. And so Gerald, he's like big up in the Democratic Party. Like he's been in office for 10 years. You need to make a splash if you're going up against this fucking Humpty Dumpty, because he's gonna get elected probably. So Mike Itkis, he knows that. He knows he needs to make a splash. And so he naturally just decided to make a literal porno with porn star Nicole Sage. And so there he is, starring in his own porn. There's a screenshot. Right.
It's not like his wife or girlfriend. It's a porn star.
It's a porn star. No. He's single, Mark. No kids. That's part of it. He's, in fact, his on his website, it tells you he's single, no kids, but not celibate. He points that out, wants to make that very clear. And so he released in June of this year, but he taped last year a literal porn with Nicole Sage. And you guys, you see him
penetration?
there.
Like he fucks her?
full penetration, guys. It's a full porno, Wes. I can't play it for you.
Fantastic.
I can't play it for you because it's
Wes's vote.
Full porn, literally full porn, hardcore pornography, available on Pornhub under the listing Bucket List Bonanza. That's the name of the video. But here's the start of it so you can get a little vibe for what's going on.
Right. So, actually, come here.
Okay.
So, we have seen each other's tests. We're good to go.
She thinks it's Mark Strong.
We are both over the age of 18 and consent to our scene today. We have gone over our do's and don'ts, and our safe word is stop.
Thank you.
Yay.
And then look at her. He just looks down and he's like, all right, I'm about to. Okay.
No.
So they
no
then
one
just
wants
have
to fuck that guy.
Correct, Pat. They then just have full on sex and film the porno. And weirdly, it's two scenes to completion, for him both times, in hotel rooms.
For Itkis.
Same day.
No, Wes. One filmed in July 2021, and another in a nicer hotel room filmed in October of 2021.
We got to do it again. The mic there's some static on the mic.
Yeah,
Pat.
My constituents aren't going to get it.
I think Pat, you're picking up on something, buddy, because the films suck. They are so bad. Here's some redacted images to give you guys some flavor of what's going on in this porno. But it's a lot of shots of Mike's ass like this with way too much headroom.
Pile driver 3.
He's not aware of the camera angles at all. He's just blanketing her.
He's banging her like a 1500s king.
It's just his ass. and then he's kissing her the entire time. So both scenes are the same.
He just lays straight on top of her.
That is better lit. And that's definitely a Ramada Inn.
Yeah, he got a nicer hotel room.
Entire body weight on her every single time. He's trying.
So he just makes out with her. He's just kissing her constantly, and it's just shots of his ass for like a big majority of the film.
Grunts a lot.
Oh yeah.
No, he's silent. He's just trying not to come the whole time. He's totally silent. Doesn't move when he's on bottom. And when asked why the fuck he did this multi-scene full porno for a political campaign ad, or to make a splash in a political campaign, Mike's response was, "It was one of the most meaningful experiences of my life. If I would just talk about it, it wouldn't demonstrate my commitment to the issue. And the fact I actually did it, it was a huge learning experience, and it actually influenced items on my platform," which he's for legalized prostitution.
Yeah, we know he is.
And sex work, right? But specifically
because he paid big time.
Yeah.
This wasn't a freebie.
No.
Exactly. The specific platform items he's probably talking about was how to spend his campaign budget on 2 trips to LA to fuck his favorite porn star. I'm pretty sure that's the policy that was most impacted by this decision. And like we were saying earlier, guys, not surprisingly, Mike Itkis is not married, which is atypical for a politician, but he makes sure on his website to let you know that doesn't mean he's celibate. Okay. And then he made this whole porno to prove it, filmed it twice, released it once. I
love him. I got to be honest. He's living the dream. I mean, he really is. What's wrong with it? I don't see anything wrong with this. I don't want him to run my county, but
that's the thing.
He didn't have to do this.
He thinks this is like gonna make him win. He thinks this is good for his job as politician.
Even if this is all just a ruse to bang a porn star, I'm okay with it.
It was 100% lose what it was. Favorite porn star. And then he made a big story about it. It's crazy. So it seems like he could have just
burrowed in there. I'm watching right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's in there.
Out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kissing her.
He has the flattest, whitest ass, man.
Oh man. It's making that disgusting suction noise.
Oh, there's
so
sounds, Mark. Oh, you don't want to hear it.
It looks like he's fucking in my college apartment bedroom. That's where he looks like he's fucking. Like it's the most shittily decorated weirdo apartment of all time.
Airbnb for the first one and was like, oh fuck that.
That guy looks like he comes a few times. First on immediate entry, and then just keeps going.
She never gets on top.
No,
she's on top.
He doesn't let her. He just pummels her
top for part of it.
They switch.
But he is holding
like
her
a handmaiden.
Yeah,
he's holding her face to his face.
You watch it?
It's very intimate for
like
him.
she's a doll.
So intimate. He's like he wants to marry this girl. You can tell in the way that he's fucking her. Anyways, Wes, my only problem with it, Wes, is that he could have done a much more private way to prove to people he's not celibate. He didn't have to fucking pay.
More people going around saying you're celibate.
Anyways, we got more horny folks. It's election season after all, being in heat for politicians. Taking it to the internet, at ShoeOnHead tweets about CNN Weather, the official account, liking a tweet about small boobs under their likes, like my little boobies. And it's like a girl with a with a pacifier in.
And CNN Weather said, yes, we do.
Weather like I'm not sure if that's real or fake, but Shoe on Head is a great follow during election season.
Oh, this is 69 scene.
Oh, there is, Pat. Yeah, he wore a cock ring in the second one too. So you.
Oh my God! Itkis is 69ing.
What state is this? Is this Cal? He's running in what state?
He's
New York.
Manhattan.
He's running in New York.
And he flew to California
twice.
Yeah, he's running against the guy who's going to beat him by 50 points in New York.
Yeah,
And
Nadler's
just
sitting
begging
there.
press- yeah, Nadler.
How excited was he on that
Nipple
plane?
pants
This is the LAX Ramada Inn. I'm almost positive.
and- Wes, so excited.
I've stayed at this
So
hotel. I
He's
think.
a porn star.
Yeah. He's gonna marry her.
I
tried to.
He can't afford. He
Yeah,
can't
he's gonna
afford it.
try
He can't
to.
afford it.
He
I
asked
watched
The last 3 minutes of the first video are them laying together, cuddling.
after after he came for the 15th.
He's
time.
crying.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he came for the 5th time and he's crying.
Guys, we got to move on. But that it is
Sorry.
sad. It is sad if you want to watch it. Pat can tell Pat is right now and enjoying it greatly. Okay, and finally,
I'm getting off it.
Yeah.
finally to the election season king himself, also king of kind of horniness of election season, President Biden, current President Biden. Let's see how his West Coast weekend went out on the old campaign trail. First up, at a meet and greet after a speech at the Irvine Community College in California, President Biden couldn't resist approaching an underage girl. And an opposition reporter named Kaylin D'Almeida happened to be right there waiting for what would go down with Biden and the young girl. And he got this video. Let's take a listen. Biden's posing for a picture with mom and her young daughter.
Very important thing I told my daughter and granddaughters: no serious guys till you're 30.
Okay. No what?
No serious guys till you're 30.
I'll keep that in mind. At least.
Secret Service tries to stop it.
Nope.
That's just a honeypot.
What the fuck are you doing, man?
So like,
the fuck are you doing, man?
A teenage girl with nice long hair is like a tree to that guy in the neighborhood.
Oh,
He
yeah.
can't resist.
Oh, it's a compulsion.
He's got to trim it.
The
It's
somewhat more appropriate, but still somewhat inappropriate thing to say would have been like, no dating until you're 18, right?
Sure, but Pat,
that's
why
what
did
that was like the tone that it
both shoulders.
kind of
He didn't need to do any of that.
no
He grabbed her
serious
by
guys
both
till you're
shoulders.
30.
He didn't need to do any of that.
It was
I agree. He
insane.
leaned in.
The clip.
That's what I'm saying is you really play the field until you're 30. Get out there.
Right,
and
he could have said, "Hope you have a great life." You know, good
No, the
picture.
advice when you think
Fuck
about
as
it,
much
actually,
as you
like
can
Pat's
till you're
saying,
30.
You're the fucking
weird.
president.
yeah, is like that's like go out and yeah. Anyways, very strange.
Stop letting him near this is all his PR people's, his handler's fault. Like, they got to stop letting him near these situations. I mean, they end badly every time.
Well, the handler tried to stop it. Like when he jumps in at the end of the clip is hilarious because
Right.
he's
He
like
shouldn't be
trying-
within 10 feet of one of these girls.
viciously trying to stop the guy from getting the video.
He's a hound dog, is what he is, and he can't.
Such a
He can't help
houndest
himself.
Dog of all
No.
time.
He can't help himself.
He's a hound dog.
Yeah. And President Biden found some more time on his trip out west to stop for ice cream at Baskin Robbins in Oregon, as he likes to do. And I'll show you guys that clip on silent. You see, he zeroed in on a table in the corner with a little girl again and her mom.
Jesus Christ.
And so he's eating his cone, talking to them.
There's always going to be young girls in an
Oh,
ice
yeah.
cream
And then
shop.
look at this.
Yeah.
What does he do?
Smelling hair.
Oh,
He
did
goes
touch
in
her
and he
nipple?
smells the mom's hair.
It looked like he smelled her hair.
He did.
Yeah. Look, he smells her hair. Like for no reason.
He obviously said something to her, but it looked like it was only to smell the hair.
It looked like he was going in for like to kiss her forehead.
Yeah, and then he just got a whiff. How much of a day do you think? Does he have like wigs? Does he have wigs in the Oval Office that they put like different perfumes in and shampoos, and he just
Probably,
sniffs
yeah.
them?
Just to keep him under control, yeah.
Right, like a sniff room.
Yeah.
Here's,
Right,
yeah,
like
it's
a
like he's
vampire with
Yeah.
like cow blood or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. They're like go to the wig room for a while, Joe.
Unbelievable. He also got this photo at that Baskin Robbins that I guess they thought was good. He might want to delete that one of him eating a cone. He looks like he's not all there. And also tons of great
kiss
memes.
in the middle of a sex scene.
Yeah, we haven't done an ice cream photo in a while. Let's get one of those.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of great memes. This is the classic one of Obama being disappointed when Joe's talking. And he goes, I went to a petting zoo yesterday. And Obama goes, that was an elementary school, Joe. And then another hilarious meme in the replies of Biden as the Easter bunny and the kids are just screaming.
Oh, that is frightening.
Yeah, nah, it didn't go good. The trip out west didn't go good.
A little weird.
This is not his fault anymore. It is.
Yeah, he's 80. It's his handler.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
By the time you reach about 80 years old, you know, well, first things first, don't lead the country.
Right.
Second things second, you know, you do what you want to do, bud.
Yeah. At this point, it's punching down. He's fully gone. Did you guys see the other video that Wes?
He's still the president of the United States, though.
I know. Did you see the one that Wes sent about the kids in Asia getting scared? That was my favorite video I've ever seen.
That was amazing.
It was
yeah,
kids in a circle.
It was even
in a
worse
class,
than the...
and one guy offered candy, and if you accepted the candy, he was in a full trench coat. He just kidnapped the kid in front of the other kids,
them
and
over
took
the
him out
head
of the
and took him
classroom.
out. Yeah.
So then the other kids caught on pretty quick, and they were crying when he was offering them candy. They're like, "No!" They're all crying, and then the very last kid accepts the candy and gets kidnapped.
One kid was trying to save them all. Like, no, you don't want that shit.
They need that training over here, I think. Because
I've always thought that trauma is the best way to train a kid.
All right. Guys, let's wrap the show up with a story about the biggest loser of all loser football programs in the SEC, which happens to be the best conference in football. But there's a big fucking loser in that conference. And I'm talking about the University of Tennessee. And you guys might be thinking, wait a minute. University of Tennessee. Yeah, they just beat Alabama for the first time in 16 seasons on Saturday.
And LSU, which was rare for them, but you know.
Absolutely. They're number 3 in the AP top 25.
Their best two players, their quarterback and their receiver who had 5 touchdowns, were
Booker
one
and
of them
Hyatt.
played at Virginia Tech, Hendon Hooker, and then we benched him for Burmeister, so he left. And then the other guy was a commit, and then he was like, I probably won't go to Virginia Tech anymore.
We're not talking about loser school Virginia Tech. We're talking about major loser school Tennessee, Mark.
Well, they're good this year, though. But they're good this year.
That's what a lot of people think. Yeah. But pay attention, because I'm going to walk you through something. So after the win, guys, on Saturday night, Tennessee, they stormed the field. The students did, and they took down the goalposts, and they threw those goalposts in the Tennessee River. Here's what that
The party.
Awesome, yeah.
Oh, it floats away.
Throw it in the river!
Play Rocky Top. Somebody sing Rocky Top.
You, not a fish living there.
How long do we watch it?
Yeah, they're like, all right, can we walk away yet? It's like,
hell yeah, take that, Alabama. Okay, so so pretty cool, right? Yeah, the storming of the field was intense. Obviously, the taking down of the goalposts. I mean, look, you want to be able to do that, right? That's a big thing to do.
Cigars, yeah,
victory cigars.
Well, they invented the breakaway goalposts for this exact reason, right? So that people won't die.
for that exact reason. It was nuts on the field, right? Completely, totally nuts. So something happened. There's a video. I'm going to show you the video, and this is the president of Tennessee, and this is him. Right after he's watching from the press box, he's got a cigar in his hand, maybe in his mouth. So right after they won and the students are taking down the goalpost on the field, this is what he says.
It's gonna cost. It doesn't matter. We do this every year.
Oh, when the goalpost are being taken out. So he's
Randy, how much is that gonna cost? It doesn't matter. We do this every year.
Yep. Randy, how much is that going to cost? It doesn't matter. We'll do it again anytime.
Think about it, though. That game on national TV earned them about 5 million goalposts and commits in new people that want to go to the school, in parking tickets around town. Just in parking tickets, they could accumulate 5 goalposts from
there was 100,000 people in the stands.
Oh, not merchandise that's about to be sold.
More than that.
Like that win was 100,000 goalpost win.
Yeah. Right. So the SEC fined them $100,000. That was their second violation. The violation is allowing students to access the competition area.
Allowing them? Yeah, they really allowed them to do that.
You get fined every time
at LSU,
storm the field.
it doesn't happen. Because there are state troopers with dogs. Dog, state trooper, dog, state trooper, dog, state trooper. Yes, they didn't allow them.
LSU's been there before, too. I mean, they don't need to storm the field,
My point is, they didn't allow them, but they did allow them, is what I'm saying. The first time it happened was a basketball game against Florida in 2006. So this is their second fine. So yeah, they got that fine, guys. But then also there's the cost of the new goalpost, right? I guess. And on Sunday, I'll show you. I mean, the exact number is a little bit in debate, but on Sunday, Volunteers Football, the official account for Tennessee football, tweeted this, guys, and this is why they are fucking losers. Y'all remember how we tore the goalpost down, hauled him out of the Kneeland, and dumped him in the Tennessee River? Yeah, that was awesome. Anywho, turns out that in order to play next week's game, we need goalposts on our field. Could you help? Could y'all help us out? And it's a link, guys, to a fundraiser that's volstarter.utk.edu. That's an official University of Tennessee site, and they are looking for money from the fans to replace the goalposts in Neyland Stadium.
From the fans who a lot of them
much of the
paid
goalposts?
tuition.
It doesn't matter. They should, yes, the students are paying so much in tuition. The town got so much tourism that weekend. You're going to fucking nickel and dime the fucking college kids for the goalposts?
Yes,
That's so stupid. Losers. They're losers.
So on Sunday, they had raised $45,852. That's 30% of their funding goal. So Mark, what's that math?
They're saying the goalposts are like $150,000. No,
There you go. That's
the
the
trees in that neighborhood.
So yeah, it seems like bullshit, right?
Yes.
Seems like something that a bunch of fucking losers would do. But
especially after the guy, Pat, you have the fucking evidence. I mean, the guy said he'd pay for it.
Randy said it doesn't matter what it costs. We'll do it again next year.
We'll nickel and dime the kids.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, you're gonna.
That doesn't sound
gonna,
as cool when you're smoking your victory cigar, Mark.
No,
you
Don't worry,
pretend
we'll
like
start a
you pay any
GoFundMe.
price. Like, yeah, he's big dicking with the victory cigar, but then the next day he's like, actually, no, I'm an asshole.
It's just $33 a kid down there.
Randy goes, "Oh, we're gonna pass it on." Guys, you're gonna think that the University of Tennessee Volunteers are even bigger fucking losers than the losers that we clearly defined them as when you hear this information.
Let's be clear, not the students, but the people that run the university. That we're talking about. Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
We don't want to alienate 100,000 people.
I'm kidding. But seriously, fucking losers.
The students
The
had
Tennessee
full blast. No,
Yeah,
guys, I'm talking about I'm not talking
administrators.
about the students. I'm talking about the football program.
Yes.
Guys, Tennessee football, this is from Sports Illustrated. Get this. Was the 7th most valuable college football program going into 2022. Okay. In 2019 and through 2020, their revenue from their football program, $60 million. Okay.
Yeah, and that just went way up after that win.
Oh, big time, guys. So the 10 most valuable programs entering 2022, Arkansas, Utah, A&M, Tennessee at 7, Alabama, Michigan, Notre Dame, Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma. Ever heard of any of those?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let me show you this.
Utah.
Let me show you this, guys.
That's surprising.
They love
This is the win percentage of that same top 10 list over the last 5 seasons. Number 10, Arkansas. Number 9, Tennessee, with a record of 27 wins and 33 fucking losses.
Pretty bad.
They are the top 10 most profitable college football program with a record of 27 wins, 33 losses over the last 5 years. Guys, to give you an idea, they are constantly in the top 10 of attendance of games. So the loyal fan base shows the fuck up, funds the fuck out of their football program, and you don't see any of these other programs begging for cash after a big win.
They're not the Volunteers, Pat.
I also Googled
We're the Volunteers.
It might not be correct, but it says an NFL goalpost. Their entire setup is $15,000. So I can't imagine it's too far off for a college goalpost, even if they're breakaway. So they're asking for $150,000 in their Kickstarter when that's 10 times the amount of a goalpost.
I'll tell you what. I think they just think they can trick the Volunteers into doing it.
Well, they have. They already got $45,000 in a couple days.
So that's what the school knows, and they keep
couple
doing it.
hours.
They're like, they'll keep coming to the games even if we lose. You know that. So that
Right,
we
but
can
Pat-
trick them into paying for these goalposts too. That's
also-
a guarantee right there. Volunteer Nation.
Very important stat is that the Vols win a national title like every generation, and that keeps people just in the loop. They won in 51, they won in 67 and 98. So they are due this year. This year's the year. And now
but
it
don't
just
nickel
keeps
and
people
dime
interested.
your fans after the biggest win. That
This
win
is my
was,
point.
That win was so valuable. Like, take the win and the millions
I
and
agree.
millions and millions you just earned for the program. Don't fuck over the fans. Like,
I agree. But
Guys, some of the best Twitter comments, I'll summarize them into one. What a big gigantic L to post after posting such a big W.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Total momentum killer. I mean, you were on such a high. You were just flying. You smashed LSU. You smashed Alabama. Well, you didn't smash. You kind of smashed Alabama. Now you do this, and your momentum's just dead stop.
Guys, here is the actual funding page, and this is cute. Make a gift, honor history. Not sure how you want to celebrate the Vols' victory? Check out these ways to show your big orange love. And then they made it cute. You can give $16, which is season since the Vols beat Alabama. You can give $52.49, which is the final score of the breathtaking game, 52-49. You can give $1,019.15, the capacity of a sold-out.
Give me a fucking break.
Neyland Stadium, or hold on, not a lot of people did this one, and this was at the bottom, so I want to point this out because not a lot of people saw this one. This is what I would do. You can actually get $17, which is season since Vols played in a major bowl game.
You can get 17? That's amazing.
How come the 7's a little off on that?
I'll take that.
Oh, it's because I added it. Because it's been 17 seasons since they've been in one of the big 6 bowl games. 17 seasons.
It's a long time.
17 seasons when you consistently have the most funding, the most attendance at your fucking games. You're losers. You're a bunch of fucking losers.
The biggest winner was the university, the bail bondsmen, the tow truck drivers of that. Those are the people that won after that game.
100%. And there's a lot of bail bondsmen and tow truck drivers in Knoxville, Tennessee. I spent a lot of time there. I love Knoxville. Okay, I love the people of Tennessee.
Great people.
But the football program over there at University of Tennessee
is a bad look.
S a D with
Stingy. Oh man.
Well, that's what it's about. It's been about 17 seasons since we've been to the Cotton, Peach, Sugar.
You know,
what are the other
Pat,
big bowls?
Ricochet
Fiesta?
shot. Fiesta, Orange. Ricochet shots at Arkansas though. That was rough.
Well, Arkansas is
a lot better
here.
teams that aren't on that list. And Utah.
Arkansas shouldn't be. No, these are the top 10 earners, man. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot better teams that aren't on that list than Arkansas.
Arkansas really.
Texas.
But yeah, but there's nothing wrong with having a loyal fan base. There's nothing wrong with having a loyal fan base. Arkansas has a loyal fan base. Those idiots are idiots. I mean, those guys need to dump that team a long time.
That's Ricochet shots at Arkansas. Though. I'm sorry.
Is it cool to say
34% wins and you're in the top 10 funded?
Is it cool to say, hey, look, see those goalposts? I own part of those goalposts. Like, is that what they're going for? Like, it's cool to be like part ownership.
Cool at all.
No,
I mean, you own it by paying tuition.
Cheap pieces of shit, bro.
That's like, you own the whole stadium.
It's like charging students.
I don't
for
know.
the
I bet some people think it's kind of cool if they own
this
part of the
one
goalpost.
square inch of goalpost was from me.
You see that? I helped them put that goalpost.
I'm surprised the EPA.
Do they get to sign the goalpost?
No, man. They don't get anywhere fucking near it.
They know. Go to school there just so you can wear their colors.
I know.
I don't think so. No.
I'm surprised the EPA hasn't fined them for throwing the fucking goalposts into the.
I thought they were gonna toss it over the top of the fucking stadium for a second. I was like, oh, this is gonna be terrible. I thought that when they were going up the stairs, it was like they're gonna toss this thing over the top.
The reason it was such a cool moment is because of the percentage of the number 1 team.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. 91.
91%.
Yeah, Alabama has over the last 5 years has won 91% of the games.
So it was nice to see that they didn't win the game.
Oh, it was, but then this was a disappointment.
Except for if you're a Virginia Tech fan, it was a little bittersweet because all the good players in Tennessee used to be Virginia Tech players.
Oh, one of the best football games I've ever watched in my life. It was
Look at Hooker. He's going to win the Heisman. Okay. We're 2-5.
Anyway, that's hard factor for today. So get out, get that wheel up.
Pat, are you on the show tomorrow?
I'm not.
Okay.
No.
Let's spin for the other 3.
It's gonna be Will on coffee.
Okay. All right. I'll have your coffee hot, fresh tomorrow morning.
Hopefully a little brighter, maybe a little lighter than today's.
Yeah, we'll see.
There you go.
Yeah.
So get out there and have yourself a great fucking day.